Live 17 floors up, and when it rains, I can feel those drops in my window pane. Lets me know that I'm still here. When the sun comes out, I will go outside. When it breaks through clouds, I will give a smile. Lets me know that I'm still here. Sometimes I want to run away, to find good times again, to find all my old friends. Times I said good times, find my friends again. I said I wanna have good times, good times, find my friends again, and good times. I said good times, find my friends again. I said I wanna have good times, good times, find my friends again, and up, and when I cry, I can see the city through my watered eyes. Lets me know that I'm still here. When my eyes clear up, I will go outside. I'll imagine you're still by my side. Lets me know that I'm still here. Sometimes I want to run away, to find good times again, to find all my old friends. Run away, to the nearest place where I'll find all my old friends. Times I said good times, find my friends again. I said I wanna have good times, good times, find my friends again, and good times. I said good times, find my friends again. I said I wanna have good times, good times, find my friends again, and
Punch me in the boob! Pog 9 months. Haven't had time to be here for a while, but I'm back, smile.
again. I said I wanna have good times, good times, find my friends again, and good times. I said good times, find my friends again. I said I wanna have good times, good times, find my friends again, and
I lost your attention, I'm running out your mind. Don't know the direction to your side. Got the wrong impression, I thought that we were fine, but now it's turned to ice. So you decide, and I just wait.
No, why would I get fat?
I
Bread
don't
makes you fat.
get you,
Bread makes you fat.
chase. So you decide, and I'll just save my time. I guess we'll never know, but don't say that you're sorry. Don't say that you're sorry, girl. 'Cause we came almost too close, but don't say that you're sorry. You don't really want me, girl. It's already broken, I don't wanna talk. I'm already looking for something more. But if you wanna link up, you can hit the line. Call me anytime. So you decide, and I'll just wait. I don't get you, I don't chase. So you decide, and I'll just save my.
Hello, hi. Welcome to the stream, everybody.
We are going to be doing very chill, laid back, pretty short stream here tonight. Probably only going to be live until like 10 o'clock Eastern when Morgan's going to start her stream. Yeah, we're just going to be doing a just chatting stream. Haven't done one of these in a long time. Before I get going here, thank you so much to Nettles Marie for extending your sub through November. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for that. That's really cool of you. Willow Wilder, thank you for the 9 months. Oh my god. 9 months total. Thank you so much for your continued support of the streams. That's so nice of you. Thank you. But we're just going to be vibing tonight. We're not going to be doing anything crazy. No gameplay tonight just because I was thinking about doing Morcana Bridge of Spirits, but then I was like, if I get like really sucked into that tonight, like I won't be able to stop playing it and we'll run into Morgan's streaming time, and I didn't want to do that. So I figured we haven't done just chatting in a bit, so we'll just hang out, chill, talk, whatever. Stopped playing a while because of school, so I'm not caught up with anything. Oh, I'm assuming this is part of a different conversation. Dichotomy, what's up? Nice to see you here. Welcome. Hello to everyone joining in. Grim Squish, yo, what's up? How we doing? Good to see you. Hello. But welcome. We are going to be vibing out tonight, enjoying each other's cozy jams. Or not cozy jams, cozy vibes while listening to jams is what I meant to say. And then when my stream ends, Morgan will be going live, so you guys will be able to go hang out with her on her stream. She has a bit of a headache right now, so no guarantee on when that's going to be. But either way, whenever it is that she goes live, whether that's later tonight or if she has to push it off till tomorrow or something, please support her. She's been working so hard. We were talking over dinner about just like a lot of the progress she's made with streaming and how happy it makes her, and I'm so happy to know that it makes her happy as well. So very excited to see her continue to stream and whatnot. Brian, how are you? I'm doing okay. I got a little bit overwhelmed earlier today because I got into a call with the reps that I'm going to be working with for this upcoming big event that I have on Saturday. That Ethan actually just texted me right before the call started and said that he's going to be involved as well, which is going to be really cool.
Just saw this and it was cute smile.
Yo, that's really nice. Thank you so much, Dichotomy. Thank you for the 100 bits. That's so cool of you. I guess we're kicking off a hype train here. But I had to get into a call with these like official brand reps today and go over some of the like technical side of things with just how this sort of event is going to run that Ethan and I will be a part of. And I believe a third host will be a part of it as well. But it will be this Saturday, I believe sometime in the evening, Eastern Standard Time. I don't have all the exact details quite yet, but I will let you guys know once I do. Matt, thank you so much for all the bits. I'm also technically not supposed to say what it is until they give me the go-ahead because we're under NDA, so I just have to give hints that it's happening without telling you guys exactly what it is. But it is a huge event. It's a big thing. It's for a franchise that I've been a fan of for like 20 years or something crazy. Really huge opportunity, and it should be like really fun. I'm a little bit nervous because during the call, they were like, all right, we got to figure out of like the three of the people that we hired for this, who has the most knowledge about this franchise. And they were like, we haven't talked to Ethan yet, and we've talked a little bit to the other guy, but it sounds like it might be you, Brian, so you might have to take a lead on this. And I was like, oh, fuck. Like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that. I was just like, I'm a little bit rusty here. I'm like a bit of a casual fan of this particular franchise these days. So I'm like very nervous if I do basically have to take over and run this thing. But that was my day, was sort of like overcoming the nerves of that and whatnot. Thank you so much, Dichotomy, for a gifted sub to SBN Halter. SBN Halter, if you're here in chat, make sure you're saying thanks to... Oh, yeah, I see you right there. Make sure you're saying thanks to Dichotomy. Enjoy the emotes. Enjoy the sub badge. Thank you very much to both of you for being here tonight and hanging out and whatnot. Going into lurk mode, just made some ramen and want to play some boyfriend dungeon. Enjoy it, Teddy. I hope that you have a lot of fun with that and enjoy your ramen. Always a nice, tasty treat. But yeah, very big thing coming up here. This is the biggest thing that I've been a part of, I think. And that probably includes, in my opinion, like, you know, doing solo panels at like PAX, you know, headlining other industry events, hosting gigs at PAX, things like that. Hi, yep, hi. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the stream. It's so nice to see some people here. I'm going to be mostly lurking, copying info from one place to another on my comp. Good luck with that. I hope it goes really smoothly and easily for you, Chronic. A-okay to lurk here. I want people to know, especially when we're just doing like a chatting stream like this, where, you know, it's all about the vibes. It's all about whatever conversation we have. It's nothing that like you guys have to pay attention to too much unless you want to be involved with the conversations going on. But yeah, holy crap. I'm very nervous about this upcoming thing, but I'm also so excited. And I'm going to have to do a little bit of brush up work on my basic knowledge of this franchise, just because it's been a bit since I've played seriously or been involved with it seriously in any kind of way. But it's huge. It's a really big thing. I just got cracked like crazy at the chiropractor. Damn. It's always a cool feeling. I've never actually been to a chiropractor, but one of my friend's moms growing up was a professional chiropractor / masseuse. And so, like, after we did, like, really intense workouts, I just realized my mic is, like, fucked up right now. This is, like, very different settings than it's normally on. It's probably from the call that I did earlier, and I just forgot to look at the levels. Yep. She was a professional chiropractor and masseuse. And so after we did, like, huge workouts, sometimes, like, she'd, you know, teach us, like, stretches and stuff to, like, crack our joints and whatever. So, yeah. Good news, my new desk is arriving Wednesday, and I ordered a webcam, but it hasn't shipped yet. Cool, very awesome. Milo, what's up, dude? Good to see you here. Welcome to the stream. Always so happy to have you here. Welcome, welcome. If you guys have not checked out Milo, by the way, fantastic entertainer. Very, very, very funny person. Please go check out his stuff.
Wow, it's
he
been
rocks.
a hot second since I've been able to catch one.
Oh my
live.
god,
I
8
hope you're all
months.
well.
Bean the Bean.
Thank you all so much for all the good late night vibes, laughs, and cries. One of the best communities out there.
Aw, that's really nice of you. Bean the Bean, thank you. I don't think it's been a hot minute. You caught some of the streams like last week, I'm pretty sure, right? Maybe that was 2 weeks ago. Time isn't real. But thank you so much for 8 months dedicated as a sub to this channel. That's really cool of you. Continuing to support what I do. Again, we don't have any like crazy things planned for tonight. Not even any games or whatever. I am definitely going to be doing a lot more fun stuff this week. We got some really cool streams coming up. Most likely tomorrow will be something special. But I'm very, very excited. Very, very excited for a bunch of the events coming up here. But in the meantime, we're just going to be vibing tonight. Just very short, just chatting stream. But yeah, that's what we got going. Yo, Dakota, yo!
10 months already.
Holy crap, thank you for the double digits. Thank you very, very much for that. That's so nice of you. Super cool of you. We got 10 months coming in here hot. That's so nice of you. Thank you for the 10-month resub, hitting double digits, supporting the stream. He said some of my bones have started to degenerate from my scoliosis, and without treatment, they're going to start to naturally fuse to regain stability. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry that's happening. Brian, your audio got quiet? The levels are showing fine on my side. That's weird. I mean, I turned it down because it was all... my mic was almost all the way up, and it would have, like, peaked if I had raised my voice beyond what it is right now. I can turn it up, like, a tiny bit, but I'm not going to go crazy with it. Because at some point, I'm going to have to record shit. Unless it fucked it up on OBS's side. Let me check this shit quick, because this gets fucked up all the time. Every time I do a Windows update, my audio gets all messy. It's very annoying. Let me double check that nothing got fucky. Because right now, OBS is detecting that I'm peaking past the mic threshold. And I'm barely talking into it. And it's almost maxing out the bar in red. Not peaking at all. That's so fucking weird. I know that this, so for those of you who don't know, I use a compressor mic that like digitally compensates for any of that. So it does keep it like nice and not peaky for the most part, but also it's difficult to work with. This is partially why our current sub goal is I'm going to get a new microphone. I'm always so bad at audio balancing. It's literally the worst to figure out. It's annoying because like the bars right now show like the music is like super low, but then like my mic audio is like up high. But then people are saying like it's quiet. So I don't know what the fuck that's about. When you adjusted it, the audio went way down. I'm full volume on Twitch and a little over half on my laptop. That's so strange. That like I turned it down, yeah, but I turned it down to what I normally have it on for streams. What if I pull my mic way closer to my face? I wonder if that's what's doing it. That is weird. Yeah, it is weird. Audio is fine for me, says Lynn-Anna. Lynn-Anna! Hello, hi, by the way. Nice to have you here. Especially when I run my headphones through my mic, which has its own volume, so everything is always loud for me. Yeah, a lot of them have, like, sort of the mixers that are, like, for your ears only. Like, if I do this, like, I can turn my music down, but you guys still hear it on your end. So, like, I have that built into this headset, particularly. It's good now. Yeah, maybe I'm just, like, way too far away from my mic. That was also part of it. Is like, I didn't want to be, like, eating my microphone while I was doing the call earlier, where I was like talking to professional people. I didn't want to be like, yeah, so I'm really excited. Wait, what's a poopy poison poopy pow, like that. You know, I didn't want to like be like having a bunch of plosives really annoying in their ears while I was talking about legitimately the biggest opportunity I've ever had on the channel.
It's been so long.
No need to
I've been
get
out of the
political.
hospital and been mostly trying to rest. Missed you all, SM, and I hope everyone is having
So
a
sorry
good
to
day.
hear that you're dealing with that, Harper. Thank you so much for your Prime. I hope that you're starting to feel a bit better. Thank you very much for sticking around for 16 months with Prime. I know you guys only get one of those. So thank you very much for the support. Didn't even peak. Good. Very good. I mean, that's what this mic was designed to do, that was to make sure that it doesn't peak quite as much, that it basically like real time compensates and compresses your voice. So if I'm playing like a horror game and I'm screaming, it doesn't peak out. Obviously, it's possible to do, but it tries to sort of real time compensate for it. I mean, AT2020, it just gets all of my sounds. You might want to try like turning the gain down and then like your output volume up, maybe, if that's the case. I used the AT2020 for years. I know you know what you're doing, so I don't know why I'm giving you advice, but I used the AT2020 for years, and I had a pretty crappy pop filter on it. I'm just a loud boy. I guess that's what it is. Yeah, that's a great microphone though. That's like a really, really good, like affordable microphone. I like that one a lot. I mean, I used it for a long time. I might be getting sick, so I don't know how long I'll stay because I want to get as much sleep as I can. I don't think it's COVID, if anything, but someone who has bronchitis and a sinus infection was way too close to me on Friday. Oh, my God. I'm so sorry that you're dealing with that, Shira. I really do hope that it's nothing too serious. It's like just like a cold that will pass quick for you. Obviously, especially with you on like a campus, it's not always possible to have your mask on 100% of the time, I'm sure. So I'm sorry that someone else was being like really inconsiderate about personal space. I do hope that you feel better. It's really nice for the price. Yeah, I mean, the price of the AT2020, it's like intro price level for almost studio quality microphone. It's genuinely like one of my favorite microphones on the market. Like when there's new streamers, people want to like upgrade their rig or whatever over like, they're like, oh, I got like the Yeti, like, or like the blue snowball or something. I'll be like, oh, yeah, you know, like, and I'm looking for, like, mic recommendations. I'll almost always recommend the AT2020 or the AT2035, depending on what they're doing. But they are really, really, really good mics for the price. And they're very good entry-level mics. My manager gave me my money finally, so crimes can be canceled for now. I'm glad, Draven, I'm so glad you got that sorted. Take care, get some good rest. Thanks so much for being here. I went from a blue snowball that I had used since like 2014 and it broke in like 2020 after 6 years, and it was a crazy improvement. Yeah, it's a huge upgrade. The snowball, it's so funny how many people start with the snowball. I get it. It's the for like a price point, it's the most like accessible. But at the same time, it is a very hard mic to customize or really get like great sound quality out of. Like you can make it work, but it's not exactly industry grade. But it is definitely like consumer grade. It's like a good consumer grade mic for sure. Thanks y'all. So far it's just been the scratchy throat I usually get before a cold, but hoping my body is just playing a silly goofy trick on me, because last time I got a cold I got POTS from it. Oh no. Yeah, that's the whole thing is we are having a little bit of decrease in humidity on the East Coast right now, so maybe it's just the humidity going away is making your throat scratchy. I hope it's just something like that. But yeah, this is a lot of numbers and letters. I just have a mic I got in 2016. Well, I mean, if you ever get seriously into like audio and stuff, like you'll learn these things. It's not any different than learning any other sort of thing out there. I bought it for like $30 when I was a Minecraft YouTuber. I knew nothing. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those, again, I'm not trying to shit on the blue Snowball at all. Or like Morgan uses like a blue Yeti. Those are pretty good. There's a reason those were the industry standard for like starting YouTubers for so long. But the Snowball is definitely like the most cost-effective microphone out there for sure. It's not like the best quality, but it's also not the worst quality, especially for how much it costs. That's the way that I look at it. Might be a bad quality mic, but funny haha sphere. It is, yeah, it's the most unique shaped mic on the market for sure. I'm going to become a professional streamer, but go the opposite and save up for worse equipment. There you go. That's very cost effective. Over time, you save up more and more money, That's actually like huge brain move right there. I thought my sinus infection was just seasonal allergies until I woke up the next day and went through 2 boxes of tissues. Oh no, Veen the Bean. Anyone who's having health issues right now, I'm so sorry. I hope that things get better for y'all. Hello Friends dipped pretty fast from last night's stream because I got a really harsh critique on my essay and went to get peanut butter balls to treat myself, but the store was out of peanut butter balls. Then I tripped coming up the stairs, so it just went to bed. Oh, Lizzie, sometimes, you just got to throw in the towel for the day and hope that tomorrow is a better day. I hope that today has been treating you much better, though. Please don't worry about having to dip or anything like that. I'm sorry to hear about that critique, but you're gonna get them next time. I promise you. The Snowball is great for people who can't drop 100 on an AT product. 100%. Absolutely 100%. Audio-Technica products slap. Yeah, pretty much any of the intro-level mics all the way up to their, like, recording mics are really good. Had the same headphones for 7 years and the same mic for 6 years. I also used many of their other higher-end stuff during my time in IT. Yeah. They make everything across the board, so... I'm a huge fan of their microphones. I've heard really good things about their headphones for sure. So, yeah. I wasn't planning on becoming a streamer, but due to developments with school and what I'm planning to do, found myself getting ready to start. I'll be lucky if I can figure all this out. I always say this about anyone who's getting into streaming now. You are way luckier than those of us who sort of pioneered a lot of this stuff years and years ago. Even within the past, 3 years, the number of ready-made guides that are on YouTube that you can just watch, like, a 15-minute YouTube video and figure out how to set up your entire, streaming setup, they're everywhere now. There's, channels that just give tech tips for streaming that are, easy to digest, easy to understand. Kenzie, thank you so much for the kind highlighted message here for the community as well. That's really nice of you. But it's one of those things where, it is my number one advice to anyone who is starting streaming is watch those guides. You will get a much better technical crash course than me trying to explain to you over a stream what you need to do. But you guys are a lot luckier because a lot of the really good industry-grade technology is at a more accessible price point these days than back when I started doing YouTube and stuff. And on top of it, again, the programs are a lot easier to use because they've been patched a million times and troubleshot and whatnot. And then also you got all these guides that are just readily available. It's really cool to see, and it makes it, again, more accessible. It makes it easier for people to pick it up as a fun hobby to do, which is neat. Glad I finished my work and can catch a chat stream. Yeah, Lucky Lavender, nice to see you here. I don't know how long I'm going to be live, honestly, tonight. It's not going to be too long tonight, but we'll be vibing out for a little bit here. I have to declare a major minor soon, and I thought I had it figured out, but I always end up in a crisis. I mean, here's the thing that I learned when I was in college, Bubble Juice, is you can change that. It's one of those things where you know you best, and you can feel in your gut what feels right. You'll figure that out. Even if it's, in the 11th hour, you'll figure it out. But once you do, if you lock in and you're like, oh, I don't really like this, the nice thing about most colleges is they do allow you to fairly easily change your major if you need to. I did, and a lot of people in chat have, because we definitely had this talk before between a bunch of us. By the way, to anyone in chat, you don't need an insane $1,000 microphone with a DSLR cam and a complete OBS layout to make stuff. As long as you keep your audience interested, you're good. Best advice in the chat so far, 100%. You do not need, the highest end equipment. I know that there's all those, streamers out there who are like, yeah, I just bought this, $500 DSLR camera, and I bought, a $500, Rode mic, and I got it running through, a preamp and all this shit. And then they stream, and then they, play Call of Duty Warzone and don't talk to their community and have two people watching who aren't chatting at all because they're not even, invested in their own community. That happens all the time. I regularly scroll through small streamers' channels just to check out, new up-and-coming people and whatever, and because I enjoy watching streams. I enjoy finding new talent out there. And a lot of the times, that's the number one issue where it's just this dude sitting there and he's got a really nice looking setup that's way nicer than mine, way better equipment, whatever. I'll be like, oh man, that's a fucking $700 Shure brand mic or something. And he'll just be sitting there. Yo, thanks for the 10 bits. Oh, see, that was bullshit. That was bullshit. I shot that guy in the head. And that's their and it's I get people have various degrees that they're involved in their community and how they make commentary and whatnot. But you got to show some sort of interest in not just the people there watching your content, but you also have to show interest in the actual content you're making. So just doing that and not even seeming involved in the game that you're playing, it's not going to cut it for 99% of viewers that drop by. Yo, thanks for the life savings. You're dope, bro. Also, we had a little bit of a frame drop there, I think, but I think we're back now. I think we're good. Sorry I'm late. I never even got a notification. What'd I miss? Hey, I'm sorry to hear that. That's okay. We just started half an hour ago. It's just a just chatting stream. Mainly giving out tips for new streamers and talking about equipment and mics and things like that. Also, my internet's randomly shitting its pants. It's been like this the past 3 days, and I'm not sure why. I'm not really sure why. It's still a million times better than Spectrum ever was, so I can't complain too much. Ina, oh my god, Ina, with a year-long sub to Lenena. Oh my gosh, Lenena, enjoy the emotes and the sub badge for the next 12 months. Holy shit. Ina, thank you so much for that. That was really nice of you. Thank you for your support. Thank you for supporting me and hooking up Lenena with some good stuff here. I don't want to be angry at my new company. They're nicer than Spectrum, and they are local. And they give me way better speeds than Spectrum ever did. But I need their connectivity to work well because I'm literally going to be doing a fucking tech test on Wednesday for this upcoming, big thing. And if my internet's being choppy and shitty, it's not going to be good for me. I'm going to be really sad. Dichotomy with a gifted sub to Angsty AJ. Thank you very much. Angsty AJ, if you're in the chat, make sure you're saying thanks to Dichotomy for that really kind, very generous gifted sub that gives you access to the emotes and the sub badge. Seriously, thank you very, very much to everyone who's contributing to the stream. Been having trouble with Optimum. I get so many frame drops recently. I don't know what's going on. I wonder if it's just the East Coast is getting pooped on for some reason. I don't know why that would be, but stranger things have happened with the internet and with ISPs. But, yeah, like I was trying to say, and what Milo said, actually, it was more of just an echo of what Milo said. But focus on your content. Focus on actually making content that you enjoy doing. If your content is something you are passionate about, that is naturally going to shine through in what you do. And then people are going to see that, and they're going to be interested. It does not matter if you have a potato camera and a potato mic. As long as you're working to the best of your ability to figure those pieces of equipment out. Like, you can have, like, a really shitty microphone that, like, peaks all the time. But if you actually, like, put in, like, the research to, like, turn down your gain and figure out, like, the correct distance to speak into it from, etc., that's like, gonna give you, like, way better results than someone who has the best equipment and never puts in any sort of, like, research on, like, creating, like, high-quality content. So, like, your passion really does, like, help that a lot. So, yeah.
Lesbian?
Yo, Espion Halter. And, Mango Jelly first. Thank you for the gifted sub to Pyromaniac Engineer. That's so nice of you. Pyromaniac, enjoy the emotes, enjoy the sub badge. That's really, really cool. Thank you so much for doing that, Mango Jelly. And Espion Halter with the 5 gifted. Yo, thank you. That's so nice. We have Omniptopus? I can't read that name. I don't know why. I'm like having a stroke looking at it. Why? It's like Omni and then Topus. So is it Omnitopus? Omnitopus. There we go. Jesus. So the next 10 minutes of this stream is me trying to say that name. Moosh, man. My good buddy Moosh got one. Very, very good. We got X4 Xanthos. I'm so sorry. Milady Lana and Aleapup. If any of you are here, make sure you're saying thanks to SPN Halter for those very, very kind gifted subs. A lot of generosity in this community. Thank you guys. Seriously, that's so nice of you. Very pog, yeah. Just got home from an 11-hour workday, and I pop into a stream to get a gift sub. I'm going to cry happy tears. Oh my gosh, Pyromaniac. Really good timing then. I'm so glad that you got that. It's wonderful. Can you feel it? Can you feel the kindness in this chat tonight? I mean, it's always here. It's definitely always here. Dude, I'm awake to be here because I launched myself out of my bed because I thought there was a spider, and now I have a messed up knee. Oh no, I'm sorry. I mean, spiders do be scary. I'm sorry that happened to you, but if you're here, I hope that we can send plenty of healing vibes so that your knee feels better and you can get back to rest if you need it. We haven't done good news yet, so if you guys got good news, feel free to share some in the chat. Would love to see the good news from the community. Keep in mind, I will not be able to read all of it. There are more of you than there is of me. So make sure that those of you who are seeing the good news in chat, you guys are celebrating each other, supporting each other's good news, and obviously keeping it appropriate to chat, something that we can all comfortably enjoy. But it doesn't have to be anything big. Even the small stuff that you're proud of, please feel free to share that in chat. I keep seeing these messages of people being like, I don't know if this is good news, but I'm proud of it. If you're proud of it, that is good news because, you know, that's a net gain. That's something positive. That's something moving you in the right direction, and we love to see that kind of thing. So please don't feel like your news isn't important enough or anything like that. It's always important enough to us, seriously. Yo, what's up, Yasmin? Long time no see. Was in a depressive funk, but am currently feeling stable. I'm so sorry to hear that you felt that way, but I'm really happy to hear that you're feeling a bit better and you're able to be social and hang out here and, you know, and chat and actually, like, chat with us because we always do appreciate seeing you around. I hope that you always know that, Yasmin. Thank you very, very much for dropping by. I'm making tacos? That is very good news. I love tacos. Morgan and I literally just had Taco Bell. Dichotomy. Oh my gosh. 3 months to Yasmin. Oh my god. That's so nice. Yasmin, enjoy the emotes. Enjoy the sub badge for the next 3 months there. You're someone who's been around for a really long time. You get 3 more bonus months. That's so nice of you, Dichotomy. Thank you very, very much for the support. Had an awesome chat with an awesome friend last night that brightened a difficult week. Firestarter, I'm so glad that you got to do that. That's really wonderful. Sometimes just catching up with someone that, is important to us is all that it takes to turn around a bad week, to just get the energy going in the right direction, get that momentum behind us that we just needed so badly. That's so wonderful to hear that came your way. Some kind of good news. I'm thinking about going back to college to take a few courses in art and just explore different things and just learn. Very fortunate to work at a university, so I'm going to take advantage of the tuition waivers. Hey, that's wonderful. I mean, obviously, you got the time to figure that out and see if that's right for you. But if you do end up doing that because you feel in your gut that it's the right direction for you, that's really cool. That's really awesome that you'll have that benefit. It's very neat to hear. Oh my God, chat's suddenly going. I'm usually just in lurking mode, but I've been doing a lot better in school and just overall in general. Norcube, that is amazing. We're so proud of you. Seriously, congrats. That is excellent to hear. I love hearing about people who, might not always believe in their own abilities and stuff, like overcoming challenges, feeling like they're doing good at their job, doing well in school, doing well with whatever sort of group dynamics they're involved in, that type of thing. I love hearing about that stuff. You guys are awesome. Again, like we always say here, bad days are inevitable. They do happen. Sometimes bad weeks, sometimes bad months, but they don't stick around forever. Probability-wise, they literally cannot stick around forever. So, we're dropping frames again, and I don't know why. Why is this dropping so many frames, dude? Oh my gosh. All right, I think we're back. I hope we're back. Hope we didn't drop out too much. I don't know what's going on. I don't have any other programs running in the background that would, poop on my internet. So that's really, really odd. Also, my buddy is coming back from his trip soon, so I can talk to him for the first time in a week tomorrow. Yo, awesome, Milo. Happy to hear about that. Seriously, very good stuff. Good news, my internet friend sent me a ukulele through the mail. They sent me the same exact model that was stolen from me about a year ago. So happy to finally have an instrument of my own again. That is a wonderful friend. That is such a cool gift. That's dope, seriously. Only dropped for a sec? Okay, awesome. I hope that the message I was in the middle of sharing was translated through or came through. But basically, it's just, we always say this here, bad days are inevitable, bad weeks, bad months are inevitable, sometimes bad years. But probability-wise, they cannot last forever, and they will not last forever. You guys are pushing past challenges, and I'm proud of so many of you, seriously. I got poison ivy, but at least it's not systemic this time. That's a win. I also got a quadruple bonus at work today for 8 hours. 2 wins today. Quadruple bonus. Damn. That's awesome. I'm sorry to hear about the poison ivy. I hope it goes away soon. I haven't been exposed to poison ivy in a long time, but when I was younger, I was immune to poison ivy. I was a Boy Scout, and we were on a hike, and I had just learned about poison ivy, and yet I was still walking through, pushing through, plants, like me and my friend were playing around in the woods, and I was pushing through a bunch of plants, and I looked at the leaves and I was like, oh, this is poison ivy, and we just learned about it, so I knew that it was indeed poison ivy. It was definitely poison ivy. And I was like, fuck, I'm gonna get poison ivy all over. And I went home and I told my parents, and they were like, uh-oh, well, we'll get the ointment and whatever out and be prepped for it. And then nothing ever manifested. Nothing came of it. And then so I went out again later when I was a little bit older, because I was I wonder, just being a dumbass teenager at this point, I was like, oh, I wonder if I'm still immune to poison ivy. And I went out in the woods and I literally just grabbed onto a bunch of poison ivy leaves to see if my hand was gonna bust out in weird boils or whatever, weird hives, and it never happened. So I was like, wow, I guess I'm really immune to poison ivy. And then every single time since then that I went hiking and came into contact with it, I never had any sort of symptoms from it. But I wonder now as an adult, sometimes those types of immunities wear off over time. So I don't know. What a way to test it. Listen, I was 15 and I was an idiot. All right. So I got to maintain my Dean's List status by studying. Very icky. And then also I have some final paperwork for the job to do, so I'll be off. It was so nice to see you all again. Lynetta, take care. Congrats on Dean's List again. I know that you had mentioned that before. I don't remember if that was over on Twitter or here, but very proud of you for that. That's awesome. Good luck with all the paperwork. Thanks for dropping by. Good news, after weeks of feeling crappy and overall tired, I actually felt a lot more lively today. I've also been getting into yoga, which has been helping my back pain immensely. A lot of people with like chronic pain and back pain, joint pain, whatever in this community. I'm glad to hear that yoga is helping you out. I mean, basically yoga is just like advanced stretching, right? So that's really awesome that it's helping you out a ton. And I'm so sorry to hear again that you were going through such a funk, but it's nice to hear that you're feeling well enough to come back. Come back and chill. Sorry. Oh, hell yeah, I knew you were a good guy. I'm a scout leader, and my whole family revolves around scouting. Mostly good people in that world. Yeah, I enjoyed my time in Scouts, honestly. I know that there's been, like, some bad press about, like, Boy Scouts over the years, but overall, I think it's, like, a fairly decent organization that teaches some like, cool life skills that like, make you really well-rounded and are very practical for use in, like, everyday situations you don't think they would be. Obviously, like, we want to continue to hold types of organizations like that accountable and make sure that they are constantly making improvements and are like safe environments for young people and marginalized people, etc. But overall, my experience with the Boy Scouts was very positive for sure. So yeah. Bless you. My good news is that I found Pokemon cards for my kid. That's wonderful, Phoenix. I hope that your kid loves them. That is so, so wonderful. I love hearing that cards are making their way into the hands of kids. It is a kid's game at the end of the day, and I want to make sure that, you know, this kid's toy is something that kids get to enjoy as well. So yeah. It can be hard sticking to a new routine. It really can be. Good news, I finally got around to getting a therapist. I have had some pretty intense life things happen to me recently, and I'm really excited about finding help instead of just bottling it up like past me would do. Storm, coming from a similar background, is someone who, like, bottles up emotion and is like, I don't want to be a burden to the people around me. I don't want to, like, you know, make people have to worry about me. I can power through this. I always have. I can just, like, push it down. It's fine. And those around me won't have to be, like, worried about me or burdened by, like, my, like, trivial issues. I have to say therapy has helped me change that mindset so much in a great way. And I really hope that you get the same out of it, where you realize you have value. You have the right to be upset by things. You have the right to be sad about things. You have the right to emotionally react to things. Your emotions, your reactions are valid as long as you are exploring where those come from and trying to express those in as healthy of a way as possible. People who care, who are there in your life right now, the reason that they care is because they want to see the best for you. So if that means that you're in a tough spot and they can swoop in and help you out, it's because they want to help you out. It's not because you guilted them into helping out. It's because they want to help you out. They want you to feel better. That's coming your way. I promise you. And if you don't find that via therapy exclusively, know that there's a whole bunch of people here in this community, in this chat, who will always feel that way and will always be around to make sure that you're feeling valid in whatever circumstances you're in. So, yeah. I roast my brother about being an Eagle Scout all the time. Once we went out to a nice restaurant as a family. He wore basketball shorts and a tee, and my mom was telling him to read his messages next time. Then said, "I'm sorry, I wasn't prepared," which is when 17-year-old me shot back, "But aren't you a Boy Scout?" Well, that's fair, because the motto in Boy Scouts is be prepared or always be prepared. Fair enough for the roast. But at the same time, your brother, guaranteed, as someone who also made it to Eagle, learned a lot of really cool practical life skills. And even though you're allowed to tease him for stuff like that, I'm sure that he has, like, a lot of cool things that he might be able to use as life goes on. That's what I love the most about, like, my experience with Boy Scouts was I know how to make a fire. I know how to shoot a bow and arrow. I know how to survive in the woods if I get lost. I know how to do so many different, like, skills, and not just the ones that are regulated to just, like, the wilderness either. There's a lot of just responsibility building when you're part of an organization like that. And some people, I totally understand when people are like, I fucking hate that type of structure and, like, you know, that chain of command and, you know, the idea of being told what to do and then having to, like, follow those orders. Totally understand that. But when I was, like, a off the walls, hyperactive ADHD, like, 7-year-old, that type of structure was actually very, very good for me. So yeah. Scar from Lion King also said, always be prepared. Be prepared. Yeah, that's true. That's fair as well. You also have the power to overcome poison ivy. Exactly. The whole reason that I became immune to poison ivy is because I became a Boy Scout. Right. Last good news, I finally stood up to my friend, in quotes, for misgendering me and calling me by my dead name. Don't know where I got the confidence, but I feel so much better about my identity knowing I have the ability to correct people now. We had a talk about this last night while I was doing Power Wash Sim and Sudoku and stuff. We were just vibing out with the no face cam stream. I'm really happy to hear that you did that. You set a boundary. It's exactly what we were talking about last night. It is okay if there's someone who makes you feel uncomfortable, if there's someone who makes you feel sad and down because of the actions that they like consciously do, even if they don't consciously do it, you are allowed to like point that out. You're allowed to like set that boundary. You are allowed to be like, hey, you said this thing and it really bothered me. Like, let's discuss this. And if they're unwilling to discuss it, if they continue to double down and make you feel uncomfortable or attack you in some kind of way, you're allowed to put up that wall and tell them off and say, hey, listen, until you can sort yourself out, because clearly this is more of a you issue than a me issue, then I'm going to distance myself. That's okay to do. That is our right to do. So yeah, that is a very important thing, like setting boundaries. Like we had a couple like weird people in chat last night who were like kind of entitled and crappy and rude, and that was me publicly setting my own boundaries. I'd rather lead by example. If someone's gonna like take a snipe at me in chat, or if someone's gonna be like an asshole and disrupt the energy of like what's going on in our community, like I'm gonna call that shit out when I see it, because this is my fucking channel. This is my community. I get to do that. I'm allowed to. And not everyone's going to agree with my methods, but hey, this is my place to do that in. So that's what went down last night a little bit on stream, and I think that that's okay. That is all right. I think it's healthy to explore these types of things, these types of boundary setting moments. Generic Bones, thanks for the bit, by the way. That's really nice of you. Good news time. It's finally cool enough to take my AC out of the window and enjoy the nice rainy weather. That's awesome. We're still not sure, like here in Rochester, sometimes like we'll get a random heat wave in the middle of fall. So we haven't taken our AC out quite yet, but it's definitely starting to become like less humid, less hot around here. Morgan and I went for like a nice short walk earlier today. This is your channel. You can do whatever you want with it. Right. If I drive this into the ground because of my own belief system, then it kind of just means that the people I gathered around me, maybe I didn't understand them as well as I thought I did or something. But that's my mistake to make and to figure out. Broken Nerdy, thank you for the 2-month resub. That's so nice of you. Here's the thing. Not too long, but also the fact that you came back as a sub for a second month after enjoying your time as a sub for that first month enough that you wanted to continue it. That's really nice of you. That's really kind of you. Thank you so much for the continued support of the channel. Thank you for standing up for people. It really sets the precedent for the safety and positivity of this community. Absolutely. That's the other thing, is like a really big part of it for me is not like I get called names all the fucking time. I've been called names. I've been attacked, whatever, throughout like a big part of my lifetime, especially being online for as long as I've been online. Yo, Pyromaniac, take care. Thank you so much for hanging out. Get some good rest. Thank you so much for chilling. But it's one of those things where, like, I was bullied growing up, and then when I got online, it was the MySpace era where, like, online bullying was just sort of the norm. And we've made a little bit of progress since then. We obviously have a lot more to make, but things are slowly changing in the right way. But it's something that I've done since the beginning is anytime I've been able to be fortunate enough to have some sort of community on the internet, setting those boundaries, making sure that people know where they are. Like, don't cross this line. This is a pretty big, fucking obvious, apparent line. Like, if you step over this, someone's gonna dunk on you and you're gonna get kicked out of here. That's an easy thing to do. And if that's something that publicly shows people this is a safe space. This is a place where we appreciate good energy. This is a place where we support each other, and not in that like shitty, like toxic positivity kind of way. Cause like I fucking hate that too. But like, cause that's the thing about life is there's always bad stuff going on, but that's why we do good news, is to remind people that even though there is shitty stuff going on that we can acknowledge, there's also a lot of good stuff going on as well. But that's really important to me, because I remember growing up, and especially in the early days of social media, going, well, I guess I have to toughen up. I have to just deal with the fact that people are always going to be dickheads, and no one's ever going to come and help me, and I'm never going to feel like I belong really anywhere, and I'm just going to have to forge my own path. And that was kind of a shitty feeling. Like, did it make me stronger? Maybe. I don't know. If anything, it just sort of made me more, I guess, like deadened to like emotional trauma and like psychological abuse from like strangers online. But that's not necessarily like a good thing. Like thick skin, I think a lot of the times is like there's way too much weight put into that. There's nothing wrong with wanting to belong. Like there's a big difference between going, the world is a mean place sometimes, and not every single thing is going to cater specifically to me, and acknowledging that and going, yo, I'm just one person. Of course, like every single thing that's ever made can't like be targeted directly for me. That is a very important lesson to take away from the world. But at the same time, there's nothing wrong with asking for things to become better, for boundaries to be set, for people to speak up for each other, for causes to be fought for communities to feel safe and good for people to belong in. Those are two things that can exist at the same time. And I'm very, very much behind both of those ideas. And I do hope that shines through in just the way that I talk to people, the way that we run streams, the way that this community gets to interact with each other, etc. So I'm glad that that's something that people do notice is, I don't want you guys to feel the same way I did growing up, where I was like, there's no one else here for me. Every man for himself type of thing. Now we're in an era where I think that there's a lot of like really cool places online. I think there's a lot of communities like ours that are like really kind and generous and supportive and are there for each other in like really big emotional ways. Even if it is just that generic, like, I am not alone feeling. I think that's a really important thing, and it's something that I'm always going to stand by. By the way, Dichotomy, I wasn't trying to ignore this. I just wanted to get all my thoughts out. Thank you so much for gifting a sub to Naray. Naray, I'm sure you've already said thank you to Dichotomy, but enjoy the emotes, enjoy the sub badge. Guys, thank you so much for allowing me to even do this, to even have the platform to talk about these things. Setting boundaries is so difficult. I've recently realized I'm such a people pleaser to the point it keeps me from going shopping/running errands on my own, since I've been approached by strangers asking for things. Oh my gosh, yeah, that's a little bit beyond like what should be expected of you, for sure. Setting boundaries is definitely like inherently linked to like self-value, in my opinion. I'm definitely someone who, for a very long time, bent over backwards for people who didn't really like deserve it in my life, and tried to just like accommodate for them while giving up all of my own comfort levels and whatnot. And that was not a healthy like, there needs to be a balance. It was not a healthy thing to engage in. So I'm glad to hear that you're at least aware of that. But I hope that means that that's just the first step in a journey towards getting a healthier mindset about your own value within the world. Oh my gosh, no worries, Brian. Never need to apologize for missing that. Oh, I mean, it's not that I ever miss them. It's just I'm always like, oh God, I should get to this really quick. But like, also if I'm in the middle of a ramble, you guys know how I get. I joined a LARP. I feel so welcome. There was always check-ins. That's great. That's really wonderful. Broke said that with their chest as they should. I missed it, whatever it was. Really hate the narrative that your trauma makes you stronger, because while that might be true, you can get stronger in so many ways that don't involve trauma. Absolutely. And like, it's always nice to celebrate when like trauma doesn't break you. I think that there's something very admirable, like, because here's the thing is we really do have to walk away from the idea of like being broken as well, because like no amount of damage that comes from like horrible things that happen to us has to completely rule our lives. We absolutely should acknowledge that that was a part of something that we experienced, absolutely can help explain why we act or think certain ways, but that doesn't mean that those belief systems have to be permanent. That doesn't mean that we shouldn't encourage future generations to not have to go through that sort of like, you know, hellfire to get to the other side. Like, there are other methods, there are other routes to take, and I think that that's really important to highlight whenever we can, for sure. That said, again, like I was talking about, that doesn't mean that you should have the entitled expectation that every single thing that's out there is going to be made for you, or that every single person out there who is making things is kind enough to even consider other people. We should hold people accountable for bad actions and things that are intentionally nasty or exclusive, but at the same time, there does have to be a certain level of understanding, I think, where it's like, you know, pick your battles. It does no one any good if you're constantly emotionally and psychologically exhausted because you have taken on so many things and made issues out of things that maybe aren't as big of a priority as like the big picture. You know, it does no one any good if you're like so like empty of energy that you can't even like put your efforts towards the things that like everyone unites to go after. So that's something that I think is like a really important differentiation to explore. I got to work on it for sure. I don't want to walk around terrified of people talking to me in public. Just the fear of how people will react makes me genuinely weigh decisions so heavily. Like $60 is a fine sacrifice for my safety kind of decision. I mean, I get that. It's up to you to gauge, but again, if you're acknowledging that it's through an unhealthy lens and an unrealistic viewpoint of the world, I do hope that that's something that you can continue to explore within yourself and figure out when those things are up here and when those things are genuine threats and are things that you can, take as they come. So, good luck to you with all that, seriously. A friend of mine who I think is here, and I had a long conversation about that. As two people with trauma, we empathize with people who are hurt by a piece of media not being for them, but it's also not realistic to have that expectation. Exactly. That's definitely a big thing that I think of when I have that conversation is media, especially. It's always so weird, right? People will have like a double standard a lot of the time where they're like, I can't believe that this media talked about this subject matter. I'm so mad at it. But then, you know, there's something that's like celebrated in the mainstream that they like, or, a fandom that they're a part of that does the exact same thing, and they don't hold it to the same standard. And it's always like very odd to see that, because that I think does go hand in hand a lot of the time when people are like, everything should be like this sterile, like, you know, made just for me type of idea. But if it's made for every individual on the planet, it's never going to be made for anyone on the planet, really, because everyone's going to be upset by something that's involved in it. So sometimes it's good to just sort of tip your hat at it and go, that's not meant for me. I'm walking away from it, and I don't have to support it because that's my choice. Instead of being like, I'm upset that this thing wasn't made for me, and but the upset comes from the fact that I won't be able to be a part of this thing other people are, a part of. So, yeah, it's, okay. Hey, guys, I appreciate all the messages. I do. And this is not meant to make anyone feel bad. Not calling out anybody particularly. And it's obviously a very important conversation for us to have. But again, if we're going to be talking about things like trauma in this community, I want to remind people of the general rules of the community, where we're not like triggering other people or anything like that. We want to make sure that we are, especially details involving trauma specifically. Here's a good example of this. This is me setting a boundary for a channel that's already been written out in the rules for like 5 years. If we have conversation that sort of delves into more sensitive territory, things like harassment, things that go beyond that, let's be like really, really careful about what we're talking about here in chat. Not everyone, again, has that same sort of thick skin that we were talking about, where they're used to talking about trauma. It's something that like we want to be accommodating for other people here. And again, not everything's always going to accommodate for individuals in the world, but this is a place that's a private community, and I find that very important that we try to stay away from certain conversations unless I personally open that jar up. And when I do, I normally try to give really big content warnings beforehand, big PSAs. Please don't apologize, guys. It was an honest mistake. Those types of things do happen. We get wrapped up in our own emotions and each other's emotions. It's nothing that you need to be chastised for. It's just a quick reminder to everyone here in chat. So just something to keep in mind when we're sharing stories about literally anything. Keep in mind, like someone pointed out there was a night the other night. I feel bad about this one where my chat was moving a little bit faster. You guys were typing a lot more. And someone made a really inappropriate joke in the chat, and I didn't notice it, but Morgan said that she had noticed it because she was like lurking on her phone or something, but didn't have the ability to like get rid of it, the message in time. But someone had made an inappropriate joke, and no one like had really engaged with it, but it was one where it was like I could see why someone thought that the reference was funny, but also, it was an inappropriate reference to make just due to the subject matter of the reference. So, again, just do your best. I hope we're back. I hope we are back. Twitch has really been acting up lately. I've seen a handful of streamers having issues lately. Yeah. I'll check other streams. Yeah, I'm not sure how much that will do, though, just because... Not sure how much checking other streams will do, just due to the fact that... bandwidth is not equally distributed across this website. Yeah, it even literally says this is on Twitch's end on the tool that I have. The signal, the bit rate from Twitch went red. That's not my net. Cool. Thanks, Twitch. Dog shit website. But we're back. We are back, hopefully. Hopefully it's working again. I hope so. Twitch really be sucking. Yeah, kind of across the board. They sent an email out today that was like, oh, we made an agreement with like Warner Music Group. And I was like, all right, cool. Unless this means we can play music that's owned by the Warner Music Group's label, I don't give a shit, Twitch. Because we're still right at the same square one that we were at in the beginning. So, yeah. When will Fan House have streaming again, right? Oh my god. Yeah, so... I'm literally looking at my connection right now. I have full strength connection, 0 packet loss on my side, essentially. My internet is 100% fine. So, Twitch... Any sort of stuttering and stuff is on Twitch's end. Twitch is wetting the bed and sobbing right now. Yeah. I hear and see you unless it's a demon talking to me through my screen. I think we good. Good. Twitch is crying, shitting, and throwing up. Oh my god. Love what Twitch is prioritizing. Yeah, I mean, we had a bunch of bots try to follow us last night too. It was fucking nuts. Had to reload Twitch. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this website. Again, I wouldn't be surprised if the very bot accounts that are giving them so much trouble to figure out how to ban for hate raids aren't like being created to DDoS their site as well. I would be 0% surprised if Twitch is getting DDoS'd and their service, their bandwidth is fucked. I miss jamming to music. There have been some streamers I followed that just do a speakeasy type stream and delete the VOD, but I want to jam to any song without fear. Yeah, I know a couple streamers who do that, and that's like a personal risk to take. If they do that, that's on them. They know the risk they're taking. But there have been a couple streams that live have gotten banned because they've just been playing like blatantly copyrighted music. Like we're talking like top 100 hits from the radio type music. So always a risk to take. I put together this playlist out of like all DMCA free music, so we should be good on that. Twitch throwing a tantrum over their crust being left on their PB&J. Oh, good lord. I don't even stream and I got follow bots. Yeah, a bunch of people mentioned that yesterday, which is like really crappy. So, yeah. This playlist is very nice. I'm glad that you think so. TV Head, hello, hi, welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. Hope that you are having a good night. We're just doing like a chill, like vibe, just chatting stream tonight. We're just having a good one. Gerb, yeah, I mean, people can call me whatever they want. Some people aren't comfortable calling content creators by their first name. That's all right.
Punch me in the
That's okay. That's nothing to point out. People have called me Gur or Gerb or just Girbeagly in general for like almost a decade now, which is fucking crazy. Dichotomy with another gifted sub, this time to TV Head. TV Head, enjoy the emotes and everything. Thank you so much for being here. Very, very kind of you. Can I call you scum of the earth? Wouldn't you already? You don't, it doesn't matter if I give you permission to do that or not. You're just going to do it. I know you. Mr. Beagley. People actually, like, for a while were calling me, like, Beagle Boy and Beagley and Bagel. Bagel, the whole reason we have a bagel in the intro screen is because people call me Bagel for, like, 2 years straight. That's, like, the only way people referred to me, like, in streams and like, YouTube and, like, Twitter and shit, was people call me Bagel. And it never bothered me, either. It's just, like, it's actually something that, the whole reason Ethan and I are the Breakfast Boys is because he's Egg Boy and I'm Bagel Boy. That was like something that started like years ago. My boyfriend is streaming, but his friends are being mean to me, so I'd rather come here for the amazing vibes. Maybe something you want to have a talk with your boyfriend about, because that's kind of shitty of them. I'm sorry that you had to deal with that. Scum Beagley. God. It's like when professors ask to be called by their first name, like, no, I just can't. Yeah, it's very similar to that. I mean, not that I have the prestige of a professor at all. I'm literally an idiot on the internet. But, like, I remember there was a bunch of professors that would start, like, the semester, and they'd be like, hey, I'm semester so-and-so, but you guys can just call me Steve. And I'd be like, abso-fucking-lutely not. I'd go for a breakfast sandwich with bagel and egg right about now. There is, like, the best breakfast sandwich place in all of the world in LA, and I'm very excited to eat there again when I go out there. I did a theater undergrad, and all professors were first names. Oh my gosh, that would be, like, so surreal and bizarre for me. I would not be able to handle that very well, honestly. So, Girbeagly, oh boy. I spent way less time swimming than I thought, so I have time to hang out here tonight. I hope you had fun swimming. Bro, I'm the opposite. We called all the teachers at my high school by the first name, so I've been praying that my professors prefer their first names because I'm afraid I'll accidentally do it anyway. See, I never had that kind of courage. There was only one teacher that we would sometimes call by his first name. It was my physics teacher. His first name was Paul, so we called him it as a joke junior year. We call him Paul. And then he fucking would give us detention because he'd be like, hey, that's disrespectful. Please call me by my name. And we were like, we are. And we'd be like, no, don't do that. And to be fair, the reason we had this rapport with him was he was also our track coach. So we saw him for way too many hours every day and would just harass him and like mess around with him and stuff. So we'd call him Paul. And then Paul is such a teacher name, though. It really is. And then senior year, he let us get away with it a little bit more because, like, he was like, you guys are getting the hell out of here. Who cares? Whatever. 2 of my professors so far go by first names, but my pandemics professor goes by professor last name, and there have been so many close calls where I've almost been like, hey, Gillian. Am I saying that name right? Gillian? Oh, I just got off work. How's it going? Can of school. Yo, welcome. A Jillian. Why did I say it that way? Am I insane? I literally knew that was Jillian, too, when I saw it. Wait, but Jillian is normally spelled with a J, isn't it? Or am I nuts? Like, we literally have, like, a Jilly Jam here, right? Like, Gilligan is a G. No, it's not? Wait, what? There's Jilly Jam. Jilly Jam, back me up on this. Oh, God. You are testicles. I'm not so sure about that. You might need to go back to health class to figure that out. It's both. Thank you, Broken Nerdy. Thank you. I'm not crazy. It's a very common spelling of Jillian. I've literally never... Here's the funniest thing. I've only known one Jillian in my entire life, and they did spell it with a J, and it was in my graduating class, and I wasn't friends with them. I see more Jillians with a J than G. There we go. Okay. I'm not the crazy one. Dichotomy, thank you for a gifted sub to Miska Moo Lovebug. Miska Moo, I hope that you're enjoying the emotes and the sub badge. Make sure that you're saying thanks to Dichotomy. That was so nice of you, Dichotomy. Thank you. Jillian from True Crime Obsessed goes by Jillian with a G because it can be both. But see, the fact that Jillian with a G has to, like, point that out, that it's with a G instead of a J, means that J is just as common, if not more common. There we go. There we go. It can be with both a G and a J. Jillian Michaels versus Jillian Jacobs. All right. So I was only half crazy. Okay? Only half crazy. The dial didn't turn all the way to max on that one. It's like Jeff and Jeff. Yeah, but Jeff with the G is kind of weird to see. I won't lie. I feel like that's like an old school spelling of that. And I have no sources for that except that that's just my gut feeling. So, again, my channel, I'm allowed to say that. You're still crazy for thinking Jillian would be said like Gil. Well, okay, I worked for a Gilligan when I was a teen. My first job was for a chef named Gilligan, who was the jerkiest jerk this side of Jerksville, and I just it was tough, you know. So yeah. It was tough and annoying at the same time. True story, true facts. I hate the fact that Jeff with a G exists as a spelling. Yeah, it just feels like it's old, right? Feels like we've evolved past the need for geoffs. And we can just spell it the way that it looks. To be honest, I thought you were thinking of Gilligan's Island, because that's the only time I ever heard or saw Gilligan. Nope. I did not work for the chef of Gilligan's Island, although that would have been kind of neat. I was a dishwasher in this dude's kitchen, but he also made me be a bar back, even though I was underage, so should not have been handling alcohol. I was a stockroom boy. I was a food prepper. I had like 4 different or 5 different jobs while I was there working in that kitchen, because that's just how every kitchen in America works, is they don't care what it says on your resume or your job description. They just make you do everything. So it's not just the G, it's the EO. We have moved past the need for Jeffries. It's true. I'm so sorry to any Jeffries that spell their name that way here in chat. We're not trying to say that you're obsolete, just your name is, okay? I hope that that's something that makes sense. Oh, boy. Hey, what's up, Johnny? Welcome to the stream. Good to see you here. My dad called, and now I'm back, and I have no idea what's going on. I mean, it's a just chatting stream, so it's not exactly like people miss out on anything during these. We just vibe and chat about whatever. My crush in high school was a Jeff with a G because my nickname was Death, and his name was spelled weird. I called him Jesus with G. So he had Jesus with a G and Death. Oh my god. That's actually pretty funny, though. And how is it go on? Johnny with a G or Johnny with a J? Oh, I hate that so much, Lucky Lavender. The pain. I took psychic damage from reading that. I had a friend in high school named Jeff that I haven't talked to in 15 years. How dare you? I had a friend in high school named Jeff with a G as well. He wasn't really a friend. Our dads knew each other, so, like, by virtue, we had to be by each other sometime. We, like, never really got close or anything. But he is a Jeffrey with a G. Changing my mom's name to Jennifer with a G-E-O. Oh, God. This is the worst thing that we've... this is the weirdest Pandora's box we've ever opened on stream. Respelling traditionally J names with the G. Chimeranth, no. We're going too far. J Wait. GJEOFFRAY. Like, the first part's pretty fucking horrible, but then we have the A instead of the E between the R and the Y there. That's terrible. I'm going to head off for the night. Night, guys. Norcube, take care. Thank you so much for lurking here, hanging out with us. We appreciate you a lot. I could only stop by for a quick second. Have a great stream, everyone. Johnny, take care. Thank you so much for chilling with us. Seriously. We really do appreciate you a ton. Hope that you have a wonderful night. Again, guys, I'm not going to be streaming too much longer here because we want to make sure that we're getting Morgan streaming as well. Oh my God, Johnny! Johnny, if you're heading out... Okay, wait, I can't say that. I almost struck, but I didn't strike. Johnny, thank you for the 5 gifted. That is very generous of you, like, a lot. Like, thank you very, very much, Johnny, for the 5 gifted. That's really very kind of you. I hope that you have a lovely start to your week here. We got Hephaestus fan, Mossy has a moth, Machiavelli, Pearly Prizes, and the GAO, the GA of Nowhere. If any of you are here, make sure that you are saying thank you to Johnny while Johnny is here. Make sure that you are saying thanks, enjoy the emotes, enjoy the sub badges. That was unbelievably generous. Seriously, thank you so, so much. It's very kind of you. I still have such a bad headache, so you can keep streaming. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know if I can keep streaming, Morgan, because our internet is fucking itself in the face right now, and I don't know why. Why are you doing this to me? Internet, stop. I just, like, messed with the, one of the adapters on my computer, and which shouldn't do anything different. Not the face! Not the face! Why is it doing that? No! Lucky Lavender. Okay, we're going way too fucking far here. GEOPH for Geoff. I don't want that. I don't want that. Joshua Tree with GEOSHUA Tree. That's the worst. That one's top 3 worst ones I've seen tonight. Holy fuck. Joffrey? No! No, we're taking it too far. It's not fun anymore. It's just causing psychic damage at this point. GEOPHREIGH. I feel like I'm in the world's most fucked up spelling bee. Jeffrey. Spelled GEOPHREIGH. Jeffrey. That's the worst. I hate it. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. It doesn't work. It hurts. It's pain. Pain. Someday, when those names actually exist, the parents have to pay us royalties. That's right. They have to donate to this community when these work. Or when these actually exist, which they will at some point. Wait, I'm seeing a lot of people fuck this up. If you're doing the G-E spelling, you need G-E-O. It needs to have Geo, because the O is silent in these names. You have to remember the formula with Geoff is G-E-O and then the familiar F-F at the end. That's how you spell Geoff with G-E-O. So it has to have the G-E-O because that O is silent, because it's for some reason it's fucking there. Who knows why? Why? Who knows? Nobody knows. Except for the original Jeffrey who created that. Wait, what? My name is Jashira, but the G-E-O is silent. That's the worst. Yeah, okay, so here's the thing, right? This is all fun and games. This is silly. But the name that Yasmin just put in chat of James, spelled G-E-O-A-M-E-S. James is such a common name. There's got to be someone named that out there, right? Spelled that way. There's got to be a James spelled G-E-O Ames, right? There has to be. There's no question, actually. There is no question. I still like Girbeagly, but that's doing it the opposite way, so it doesn't work, because it's already a J sound then. And then also, that joke, wasn't that joke, Shira can probably verify this, although I know that your memory is about as bad as mine sometimes. I'm pretty sure we had a run of Girbeagly with a J because, like a couple years ago, right? Because of, no, I think it was sometime last year we had a run of that as a joke because the announcers for the official Fall Guys tournament that I was a part of through Devolver Digital, I'm pretty sure pronounced my name that way. And then chat went fucking crazy writing Girbeagly for like an entire stream and a half. My name is Genomes? Wait, we're not, again, we need the GEO though. We need the GEO. GeoGuessr would have to be just it would just be GeoGuessr then. That's how you would say GeoGuessr. That's the true pronunciation of it. But it wouldn't be JEO. You don't add the O in with the J. Guys, we have to abide by the laws of language here. This is the law. If we're gonna make this joke work, it needs to be airtight. All right, that's what I'm saying. If we're gonna get our royalties down the line when LA parents, celebrity parents start naming their kids GEO Ames, we gotta be on top of this. We gotta have airtight rules to this. It's always gotta work a certain way. My memory is bad, proceeds to recap exactly what happened. It is bad, though. I got lucky, all right? Hi, my name is, what my name is, who my name is, oh, God. Clim Chady? Where are we going with this now? Now we're just making up different things. Now this isn't working. We have to stick to the GEO thing, guys. Otherwise, this is going to devolve into something totally different. What law of language? My law of language. This is my law. I'm making this law. I'm writing this into law now. No, see, that doesn't work, Phoenix. Because that would be Jabriel then. Guys, again, you have to think of it this way. You have to think of it this way. GEO equals J sound. Thus, Geoff. If you do it wrong, I'm sorry, you're kicked out of the club and you don't get any of the royalties. You don't get any of the royalties if you're fucking this up right now. You literally wrote Jabriel. That's the opposite of what we want. We need J names, names that start with J or words that start with J that now start with GEO instead of the JE. The JE. So a word like jelly would be GEOLLY. Jelly. Boom. Jessica. There we go. That's another good one. Add in the K instead of the C to even make it more crazy looking. That's how we do it here. French Jackie, thank you for the 6-month resub. It's really nice of you. Congrats on your golden EV badge. Thank you for hanging out. No way, Jelly Jam. No way. Jacksepticeye. Spelled GeoAcksepticeye. I think we found the winner. It wasn't even a competition, but you won it anyway. That one was so good that I created a competition right now. Jacksepticeye spelled GEO. Oh my god, that's the worst thing I think I've ever seen. But then that would technically be JEA, so almost. Oh, we were so close with it. Damn it, Sean, you need a better name. So unfortunately, I think that would make it pronounced Geeksepticeye at that point. Fuck, we were so close. We were so close to perfection. Ah, we were so close. It would have been the winner. Yeah, it would have been the winner. It was so close. We can't do it. No, because, so again, guys, refresher. Write this down if you have to. This is going to go on a t-shirt at some point. We're putting it in the merch store now. That'd be the worst. GEO, the word geo, like at the beginning of geode, is pronounced like JE. So write it down, GEO equals JE. So it always has to account for those two letters together. We were very close, though. We were very, very close. See, you guys are still trying to apply it where you think it's just the J sound, but it's JE. That's the Geoff. Geoff. Because you don't get the F sound without the E in there as well. So it doesn't. Jacksepticeye won't work because his name's not spelled Jeack. Because it's just not. It's unfortunately not going to work otherwise. Because we got the E in there. We got the eh. So you got to write it down. We write it down and we write it down. We figure it out. We figure it. Gonna go and try to sleep off? Okay, sure. I hope you feel better. I'm so sorry that you're feeling sick. Thanks for being here for whatever the fuck this is. I will donate $5 if you can guess this name first try. Macalea? That's the closest I've got here. Does Julian? No, because Julian's name is spelled J-U. It's not J-E-U. It's Michaela? What the fuck? All right, yeah, that is Michaela, I guess. Why would you ever write it that way? I mean, I guarantee there's someone out there with that spelling, though. Pretty unique, but good luck writing your name on a Scantron. So fixing my you're on a different level, by the way. Chat's still, like, you're trying to move on to the rest of the alphabet, I've noticed, Lucky Lavender. The rest of chat is still stuck on the idea that GEO equals JE. We're still trying to get past that first, like, simple hump before we move on to the other 25 letters out there. Or other names. Mama DeFoo, thank you very much for the 5 bits. Appreciate that a lot. Thank you so much. Not the Scantron. That's the thing. You get a name that long, it's A, not your fault that your parents named you a name that was like 26 letters long. But B, you then have to fill out the Scantron, dude, and it has X number of like boxes for like your first and last name. I always felt so bad. I had this friend in high school whose last name was Gajewski, and he couldn't fit his name on the regular Scantron. So I got no monies, but you can guess why did this become like a let's see if Brian knows how to fucking read stream? Where did this come from? Thank goodness my last name isn't Musk. Did I do okay? Did I get the meme? You actually swung and missed so hard, I think that you were in a different memes territory. But you tried, and that's what matters. And if Steve from Blue's Clues has taught me anything, look at you now, and look at all you've done. Brian, do you know how to read? I try to pretend to. This is a very much, we were talking about streamer advice earlier. When it comes to reading on stream, especially reading the chaotic shit that your chat puts in there, you gotta fake till you make it, you know? I don't actually know what's happening right now. I'm just yelling words, and some of you are agreeing, and some of you are not getting the point, and that's okay, because I don't... What the fuck's happening? Okay, jet plane works. Jet plane absolutely works, Chili Jam. Perfect. Yeah, you... Good. This is... only W's for you. Only W's for you tonight. This works. Hello, I'm Jared. No! See, it almost works, but it doesn't work because there's the E in there. The E in the geo word turns it into J-E. You gotta think like... you know what I think is tripping people up is the fact that fucking Game of Thrones had Joffrey, which isn't quite Jeffrey, but that was J-O, and then, like, I think, like, other dyslexic people like me are switching around in their brain. When they see G-E-O, they think it's, like, geoff, and then they're like, oh, fuck, like, oh, no, Joffrey and Jeff and like that. Like, Candace School, I don't think you've gotten a single one right, but here's the thing that I've learned from life. You keep on trying. If you're batting 0, it just means that the first time you hit a home run, it's going out of the park. Everyone's going to be there for it. They're going to go, the streak's broken. Amazing. Great work, everybody. I never know how to spell Jeff with the G. Yeah, we were talking about how weird of a spelling it is. And again, is anyone genuinely, if you feel like outing yourself here in chat, do you like get people confused all the time because your spelling is Geoff? Close enough could be Jared. I mean, if we're going to go from a purely phonetic stance, some of these work for sure. It's just the equation, because we were like, oh yeah, Geoff could be this or this. I guess from a phonetic stance, a lot of them do work then. So, yeah. Read a book once with a character named Jorge. Thought it was just George with a J. I mean, hey, you learned since then. I read Geoff as Geoff. No one's G'ing off over here. It's actually Geoff. I always wanted to be like Goff. The E eludes me every time. But then we get into the like GIF versus GIF territory, right? It's like the guy who created the GIF, which I will never pronounce as GIF, even though he was like, I created it, so it's pronounced GIF. I'm like, no, dude. Everyone calls it GIF. Everyone has forever. It's GIF. Yeah, Jif is a peanut butter, exactly. Graphics with a J. Right, because it stands for like, what, graphical something, right? Is GIF? You don't say graphics. You say graphics with like a soft G. Like so that guy's just wrong, dude. He knows how to make something. He doesn't know how to say words, though. My friend pronounces it as GIF, and I get so upset every time. One less friend. What? No, what a terrible reason to like end a friendship with someone. Yes, jelly works, exactly. Like we were saying earlier, like jelly. Jelly works because GEO would make JE, and then it would be JELLY in the pronunciation. So jelly would work perfectly in that one. What's up, Twitches? What's up, Twitches? How we doing? Hello, hi, welcome, Rye. You've come in during one of the more chaotic just chatting streams we've had where we're arguing about language, and also my internet cannot decide to if it wants to, like, hang out with us tonight or not. It's very, very odd. It's very, very odd. People, okay. I can see language is very confusing for people, and that's okay. I'm still proud of some of you. Some of you are completely warping what we started this as. I say GIF for GIF because otherwise it just sounds silly to me. That's interesting because, like, growing up, everybody just said GIF. And then when the guy did his interview, like, I didn't know a single person who said GIF. And then he did his interview and he's like, no, actually, when I created it, I wanted it to pronounced GIF. And then everyone was like, yeah, but no one says graphics, dude. And then that was the end of that. And it became an eternal debate. What did we start this as anyway? Originally, we were talking about how the word Geoff, or the name Geoff, which apparently people still can't understand here in chat. You guys are trying. I'm proud of you for trying. I'm not trying to insult any of you. I'm just pointing out that if I had made this mistake over and over again, you guys would be shitting on me the whole stream. So I'm being very nice as much as I can. Some of you are not getting this. That's okay. It's like we were talking about earlier. Not everything is made for us. Some of us are really good at playing clarinet, and some of us are not so good at this game. We were talking about Jeffrey being spelled Jeffrey is the traditional way to spell it. Je is the start of it. But then sometimes Jeffrey is spelled Geoffrey, which insinuates that the sound GEO makes would make the same sound as JE. not just a J noise. People are just trying to pronounce or trying to replace just the J with the GEO, but it has to be words that are JE. So jelly was a good one. Like I said, you guys were the ones. Also, this is your idea, chat. This is all your fault that I spiraled into like fucking who the fuck knows where I am at this point. Ben and Jerry's. That's a perfect one. Let's go, Jelly Jam. Ben, like two. I'm gonna give you half credit for the Jacksepticeye one, even though it's not a JE name for Jacksepticeye. It was so genuinely funny that it worked. So you're at like 2.5 out of 3. That's like a very good passing grade, honestly. You are the ones who are like, listen, we gotta get this so that we can get royalties. We gotta get this so that we can get royalties when Hollywood moms start naming their babies these spellings of things. Okay? And that's why we gotta make this fucking airtight as hell. This has gotta be airtight as hell. We're gonna take this to court. Okay? We're gonna take this to court. Jenna's another good one. Jensen Ackles. Yeah. No way. Jerry Seinfeld. Perfect. Now we're on fire, chat. Now we're on fire. Now we get all the money from the future LA parents. Okay? Yeah, Jessica's been done a couple times. That's a good one for sure. A classic. Paymian will be better. Well, we have to wait until the LA parents start naming their babies these things. And then we'll have the funding. So, okay, guys, you gotta look at this. This is my MLM that we're starting right now. You guys gotta, you're paying in with your free labor effort right now by trying to create these here in the chat. And as a result, once we start actually making money as a company from this, then I can finally pay you all out. This is my MLM startup. This is how the foundation of this is going to start being created, you know? You guys will put in your time and your effort. I will put in a little bit of my time and effort. And then we'll figure it out once the funds start coming in. You know, maybe I get like the first couple rounds of funds, and then maybe you guys get a little bit of the royalties after, and then we all, you know, it sort of trickles down. You know how like trickle down works in MLMs? Maybe it's not the worst idea, right? It's not the worst idea. Some of you are here for it. Oh my God. Jeopardy would work, but I think it needs to be... All right, get this. This is going to be a mindfuck for some of you. Jeopardy would work, but it would have to be GEOOPARDY. So it'd have to have 2 O's in there. It'd have to have 2 O's because the first GEO would just turn into the JE. So it would be JE and then the other O and then party. So Jeopardy would be GEOOPARDY. Boom. That works. That's good. That's good. I like it. I really hope no one names any kids these names. Yeah, I really hope that none of these kids get these names, because what would happen is they would constantly be like wearing their underwear around their head. I think they would get bullied off the face of the earth. It would be horrible. I'd feel terrible for them. Yes, Jesus has been done a couple times, Sarah, but now you're getting it. Now you're cooking with gas. I said the boomer phrase that Morgan makes fun of me all the time for. I gotta stop. Leroy Jenkins. Yes, Leroy Jenkins. That would work. That would actually work very, very well. Listen, we're gonna gatekeep, gaslight, girl boss this into the brand new MLM. You guys are doing great work for me right now. I'm writing down some of these. And I promise you, I will absolutely remember up here who made what, so that we can, you know, evenly distribute the funding that we get for this. Because that's the way that this MLM will work. There's a promise of money, of profit down the line. You guys too can drive the company Range Rovers. You too will be invited to the retreats. It's going to be amazing. I promise you. Jesse Eisenberg. That one works. It's terrible, but it works. Jenna Marbles. Oh no, my girl Jenna. Oh, I'm so sad. I'm so sad that Jenna has not posted content for so long. I understand why, but I'm very, very sad because I really liked Jenna as an online creator. I mean, just one of those like big bummers that every now and then I forget that she hasn't made content in such a long time, and then I think about it and I'm like, I totally understand why though. I completely understand. But I'm just sad that like she left the platform, she left the internet for a bit. But it is what it is. It was her choice, and we respect it. And we do, because that's what people are supposed to do. Jebaited, jebaited. Oh no. That works so well. Oh no, jebaited, GEO baited. Oh no. 20 to 20 to 21 didn't fucking happen. Say psych. Oh, I know, very sad. It's sad too because even if she pops up in the slightest in Julian's content, it'd be a storm. That's the thing. Like, I'm so fucking bummed out for both of them because they're such nice people. I have so many friends who are like personal friends with them and like just tell me stories all the time about like all the things that they do completely off the internet to like help other people and like do things, and they never like publicly announce them or advertise them because they like don't, that's not the point of why they do them. They do them because they want to be good people who are helping others out there. Like they're just genuinely nice people. They're very accommodating hosts, etc. And like obviously there was like a big storm of drama and noise like when Jenna left, but like then even for a while and even occasionally still like while Julian's streaming or tweeting or whatever, you know, like people will like drag her name into it, and it's like really, that's really shitty. That's really crappy. That should not ever happen. She chose to take a step down from the internet to just like, you know, take her own time to process things and to figure out what's best for her, and everyone needs to respect that. It's just really crappy that that shit happened the way that it did. And I for one definitely do miss like her presence on the internet because I think that overall she was like a very positive force. So yeah. Really glad that Julian did share with us that they're engaged. I'm so happy that they're happy. Yes, absolutely. Very, very happy. I personally would love if I get an opportunity even like to sit down with Jenna for like 5 minutes, because Jenna Marbles, for those of you who don't know, is also from Rochester. And I just want to like talk about Rochester shit, you know? People will always ask because they have nothing better to think about than trying to follow every second of their favorite content creators' lives. Yeah, there's a certain boundary. Again, boundaries. We were talking about these earlier today. But, like, there's a certain boundary where, like, people get too nosy. They want to know every little detail of the private lives of other people, and they forget that they are other human beings. They only see them as celebrities. They only see them as content creators, whatever. And they don't actually, like, think of the fact that these are, like, normal people who are making decisions that are best for them, and that's no one else's business. And it's just such a bummer to see those boundaries constantly crossed. Kylie Jenner. Oh no, that one works. Oh God. Price tag by Jesse J. Okay, that works as well. Jerkwad. There we go, Sarah. Let's go. You're in it now. You know how it works. We're doing it. Jerkwad does work. Works very well. Oh my God. Ripped jeans. Oh my God. Parasocial relationships. Yeah, and not even even a little bit before like a parasocial relationship forms. Like parasocial relationships are obviously very problematic, where people are investing so much of themselves into someone else that they're like, I know this person, I know how they think, I know the decisions that they make, I know what's going on behind the scenes just because I have seen the limited amount of content that content creator wants me to see online, and they can't like really figure that out, that appropriate boundary with that. But even a little bit before a parasocial relationship starts, just being nosy in general, I always am very confused by that. Like when someone is like, like, hey, I need to take like a step back from my own mental health. I'm not comfortable sharing the details right now. Like, and then people obviously will speculate to some degree, but then when people like hyperfixate on that and mull over every tiny little detail of, well, you know, a month ago they said this one thing in this one live stream, so I think it has to do with this. And then their brother, who has a private account, I managed to follow that, and I found out that he's been doing this at his job, and I think it's linked. And they like make these crazy conspiracy theory assumptions. It's the fucking Charlie Day meme of the whiteboard and the, you know, like that thing. And there's just like way too much of that goes on, that just, it's so sad to see that speculation, because a lot of the times it does delve into like really hurtful territory. Even if you know, like end up guessing what's going on, how does that help anyone? How does that help you? How does that, you know, make you feel any better? If anything, you're just invading someone else's privacy in like a really uncomfortable way. And I don't like that. Like, you guys are the exact opposite of that. I want to let you guys know that. The more I stream, the longer I stream, I know I was just being an asshole here about like the GOJE thing, but that's all in jest. I know that a lot of you guys can take that. I know that we just joke around. You guys call me goofy ass names. We meme on each other. We have a blast here. We have that rapport built up. I'm comfortable with that. I fucking love that about this community, is that we can mess around and I can be like, chat, what are you fucking doing? Why are you doing the right thing? And you can be like, Brian, you're an idiot because you thought the name Jillian was said Gillian. So like, that's fine. That's our rapport. That's what we've established here. But the more I stream, the more I'm like, fuck, dude, I really appreciate this community. Because when like the shit with my dad was going down, the other day, my dad, I realized, I just had this like my brain turned on moment. My dad has been cancer-free for a month. And I kept that shit. I was going through a hard time for months leading up to that. I was in a bad mood. I was sad. I wasn't streaming as much. I was making hints that I was like, my mental health wasn't good. Or I was just straight up saying my mental health isn't good, but I'm not ready to talk about this stuff yet. And not one of you fucking like pried into that. Not one of you pried into that in any sort of like inappropriate, overstepping your bounds kind of way. You guys waited till I was ready. I shared that he had cancer. I shared that he had that surgery, that he got the treatment. He like, and not one of you pried beyond that. You just said, that's great news. That is wonderful to hear. We're so happy for you. We're happy for him. And I didn't need like people like kissing my ass over that, but it was one of those things also where like, it was so refreshing to see that, a bunch of people like didn't go to these great lengths to like guess what, like when I was streaming, no one was like guessing what bad thing had happened to me. You guys were just like really respectful. You guys were really kind. You understood the very clear boundary I'd set about it. And I still got to keep you at least emotionally involved by being like, hey guys, yeah, like the update wasn't like super great that I got today. Gonna do my best. And everyone was like really awesome about that. Like everyone was like very, very considerate. That's the word that I want to use for it. You guys were unbelievably considerate. You were so kind about that kind of thing. So thank you so much. And some of you didn't even know this happened because I just mentioned it very briefly on, like Twitter and here. But yeah, for those who don't know, my dad had cancer, and he had a surgery for it about a month ago, that the doctor, did like follow up, and he's cancer-free. He's cancer-free. He's been cancer-free for a month. So that's like a really huge fucking thing, because not everybody who undergoes cancer obviously gets to that point where it's just like a sort of one and done thing. And there is a very moderate like to high chance with this specific type of cancer that it could come back at some point. But honestly, it's just like, it's really good news to have right now, because we respect you. Yeah. And you guys don't even have to tell me that. Like, you don't even have to tell me that you respect me. I know that you respect me just by that the way that all of that whole situation went down. All of you are so kind. I think I saw a message, Lucky Lavender. Yeah, take care, Lucky Lavender. Thank you so much for hanging out. I'm so sorry if I missed your goodbye message. I just saw a couple people say good night to you. But take care. I also imagine going through hard things like that online just keeps you in that headspace. Makes sense to wait until you have more answers and a better grip on your emotional well-being to bring it online. Absolutely. And that's the other thing, too. I hope that you guys realize that's the other side of the coin is if I didn't trust this community with that information, if I didn't feel comfortable sharing that kind of thing, I would probably not ever share that. You know, I wouldn't have ever shared that. I'm a full-ass grown adult, and there's stuff about me that you guys might never know because I just don't feel comfortable sharing it with anyone online. But at the same time, there's plenty of other great things that you guys have gotten to be a part of, experiences in my own life that, you know, have been things that I've been comfortable enough to share. And it's because I trust this community. You guys are great. You guys are awesome to not just me, but to each other. So, yeah, seriously, thank you so much for being here. And thank you for doing what you do to make me just have a blast. Like, I have a blast during these. I hope that those of you here are constantly having a good time. That's all I care about, is that mutually we're having a good time. Because if I'm ever streaming and it stops being a good time, you know, I'm either going to switch gears and do something else on the stream, or I'm going to let people know, like, hey, guys, suddenly I'm not feeling so great. I think I'm going to check out for the night. Something like that. That's like really important for me to have that level of transparency with people. I don't want to ever like half-ass my content. But the same goes the other way. Some of you guys, you know, will be hanging out and all of a sudden like you'll get a case of the SADs and just let us know and go, hey, I got to dip out. And I want you guys to never feel bad about having to do that. I feel very honored that people, you know, feel comfortable enough to like share that with me. And if it stops being fun, it's okay. It's okay to like duck out. That's all right. That's what we're all about, is just we're having fun. Morgan is getting ready for her stream right now, by the way, guys. So I'm going to be wrapping up here in the next couple minutes. I hope that's all right. Brian is great, champ. Pass it on. Thank you. You guys are sweet. I love your streams, Brian. This chat is so amazing. That's very kind of you to say. Thank you so much. You guys are wonderful. Can rarely catch streams because of the timing, but every time I come, it's always a fantastic time with an entirely whole-some community. I mean, that's the other thing too, right? Is I think we have this like really good balance, like the fucking GEOJE thing that we just did. Like, that's cursed. That is chaotic, bizarre. Why did we waste like an hour of our lives on that? I don't know. But that's the level of like, that's the balance we got. Like, we can make comedy without overstepping boundaries. We can like have like a really funny time here together, like vibing out and like talking about nonsense if we want to, but also keeping it comfortable for people, making sure that people are feeling welcome and having a good time while we do stuff. So like, honestly, I really feel like so fortunate. Like I said, every single stream that we've been doing recently, I've just been like, fuck, this community is like the best one on the internet. I really mean that. You guys are the best on the internet. You're great, and I appreciate every single time I get to go live and just like chill with everyone. Almost Scared Cryptid. That one was almost perfect. You got to add an extra O, and we got it. It's Anna Taylor Joy. So it'd have to be Geoy. Oh my God, that one's actually so good. Anya Taylor Joy. Why did I say that as Anna? Did I say it as Anna, or did I actually pronounce it right? I don't remember now. Anya Taylor Joy. Perfect. Pertinent. Strong. Smart. Good joke. Y'all are the coziest, best people on the internet. We try to be, you know? I get a little bit unhinged sometimes, but I have fun doing it. That's why I tell everyone you are my comfort streamer. I hope I never disappoint you then. I really, really hope so. But I really appreciate you being here, Rye. It's been wonderful having you here for as long as you have been. It's always really, really cool to have you in chat. Silver, hello, hi. You're joining like right here at the end of the stream. I'm probably wrapping up in like, I'm going to guess probably 5 minutes here. So just keep that in mind, everybody. Good joke. Wait, no, it almost worked, but it was that it turns into Jeoke then. So it'd be good geoke. I'm now lurking. Corey, what's up? I saw Corey, you were lurking too. I saw you doing a little bit of back-end mod work here. Again, guys, if you have not given Corey's streams the time of day you need to, because not only is Corey a great content creator, but also Corey has done an unbelievable amount of wonderful work for this community. Has recently banned like hundreds, if not thousands, of bot accounts to keep this community as safe and comfortable and cozy as it has been. Thank you so much for all the hard work that you've done. Like, seriously, like, unbelievably kind of you. So, pajamas! Oh, no, almost, because that would end up being like pajama jimas then. But almost, very, very close, very close. You got to keep in mind, guys, the GEO turns into J and then E at the end is very important. It turns into a JE sound. It's not just a regular J by itself. Mr. J. Brian, I'll be wrapping up in 5 minutes. Also, Brian talks for 45 more minutes. I can't tonight. Morgan's streaming here in a second. Otherwise, you would probably be right, though. The two today tried to get me, so I hopped over and took care of them here as well. Corey, I really appreciate that a lot. So there you have it, guys. Please, if you are not following Corey yet, please go check out Corey's streams. Check out just anything any of my mods do. Seriously. Like, please, please, please support the crap out of every single person you see with that little green mod sword as an icon next to their name. They are someone who is here to make you feel safer, to make the community more kind, and to enforce rules that a lot of you are used to just by default. But, you know, these are the people who helped me build up this community and create what we have today. So if you enjoy the vibes here, make sure you are checking out all of our mods as well, because all the energy that we have here is very much attributed to them as well. So, yeah, biggest preach for the mods, 100%. Good Lord. They are incredible people. Incredible, incredible people. So, yeah. Mods, love. Yes, mod love indeed. Seriously, the mods here make a lot of my job easier. And then on top of it, they're good people. They're talented, good, funny, kind people. Like, this is... It's so easy. Go support anyone that you see with a green sword. And not just this stream, any stream. Go support the crap out of our mods. We would have had a much harder time, I guarantee you, based off the activity that I see in my back-end log here. If it wasn't for the mods, we would have had a very chaotic, in a bad way, past like 2 months here. Guaranteed. So thank you to the mods. Before stream ends, I want to say that I purchased Kena today, and I'm so excited to play it. Max, awesome. I hope you have a blast with it. I was going to play that tonight, but again, I was like, I don't want to like have to stop any progress that I'm making while I'm playing it, because I knew tonight was going to be like a shorter stream or something. 69 viewers. Nice, nice. I hope that you used code Girbeagly on the Epic Games Store if you bought it through that. It's not a necessity. If you guys do remember to do so, though, it does help out the channel a ton. I am on the Epic Games Creator Program. They recruited me for that like a long time ago. But if you use creator code Girbeagly when you buy any game, Fortnite, V-Bucks, Kena, Bridge of Spirits, you know, stuff for like Rogue Company, anything that's over on the Epic Games Store, it does help out a ton. Thank you all. Love you all so much. Aw, that's so sweet. Thank you so much, Corey. We appreciate you a ton. Hannah Lou, get some good rest. Thank you for hanging with us. I got it on PS4 because my laptop would not be able to... Oh, totally understandable, Max. No worries at all. It was more of a segue so I could self-promo during my own stream. But that said, guys, it is now 10:30. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here so that Morgan can go live, and you guys will be able to go support her as well. Jesus. I like that, like, we had, like, established rules for how the GEO-JE thing was going to work, and it warped into, like, whatever people wanted. Good God, the chaos. Thank you so much, Yasmin, for the 100 bits, though. That's really sweet of you. Thank you so, so much. All of you are wonderful. If you guys haven't checked out Morgan, please do so. She's about to go live here. Would really appreciate if everyone supported her stream tonight. I'm going to go ahead and end here, though. Thank you to every single one of you who is here to listen to me fake ramble and rant about this stupid rule in the English language. Here's the other thing, too. I hope that people know, I mean, by this point, a lot of you do, but I always like to, reiterate, especially for new people, my sense of humor is unbelievably dry and fucking stupid. Again, my entire sense of humor is, based off of Mystery Science Theater 3000 and, Homestar Runner. So when I'm yelling at chat that you guys just don't understand something, why can't you just be normal? I'm not ever actually mad. I don't give a shit. When we have these debates, they're just stupid, silly things to me. They're never anything serious. You guys are amazing. You're super fun. And I hope that you enjoy the chaos as much as I do. But anyway, chat. Thank you very, very much for hanging out. Thanks for the English lesson. Yes, exactly. It was edutainment at its finest. We are the #1 edutainment stream on all of Twitch.tv. We have a reputation to uphold, you know? Anyway, chat. I'm going to go ahead and end this here. Thank you so much for all the follows, the bits, the subs, the resubs, the gifted subs, etc. during this very short Just Chatting stream. Really appreciate every single one of you for being here, chatting, joking around with me. If you just lurked, thank you for lurking. Seriously, it means the world that you are here and sharing your time with this community. Make sure you guys are checking out Morgan's stream after I'm done here. You will get way more relaxing vibes than whatever weird fucking energy I was on tonight. All of you are wonderful. Appreciate you a ton. We'll see you hopefully in the next one tomorrow. We will probably be doing a special stream of some sort. So hopefully I'll see you guys then. But anyway, thank you guys. Hope you all have an absolutely wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, night, whatever it may be for you. You guys are the best in the world. I love every single one of you so very much. I really, really do. Finger hearts as usual. Gonna go ahead and end the stream here. And I will hopefully see all of you in the next one. So goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.